Well, good morning, everybody. It's going to be a beautiful day. Another beautiful day. The days are starting to get longer. It makes me very happy because I really don't like the whole getting dark at 4:30. That's just ridiculous. I'm just saying we need to stick with the time change that it doesn't do that. Would it spring forward? Yeah. The one that when spring forward, we need to just leave it and not do this fall backwards stuff anymore because it's kind of garbage. And I don't understand the reason for it anyways. Can somebody please explain the reason for it? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Just doesn't. So I have a message today. Something became clear, and I just want to I want to put this out there that I know. So my grandfather, Martin T. Lane from Leadville, Colorado, has left me something significant. And I believe there was like an age at which I was supposed to get this something significant, and that was that time has passed. And this is the thing that my mom and my brother and everybody else are trying to stop me from having is this inheritance. My mother told me that she was always jealous of me, and I never understood why she was jealous of me, but I get it now because she wasn't left anything. And what she was left was minimal in comparison to the things that I was left. Well, there's a good reason for that, Sandy. The reason is because you're a criminal. And everybody knew that you would do criminal crap with anything that they left you, that you would squander it, that you would do rotten stuff with it. And even something that's not yours, you're finding a way to do something rotten with it. You're stealing from the federal government. My grandfather was a sergeant. My grandfather is a veteran of the United States Army. And the money that he left me, the things, the inheritance that he left me was money that he earned through the federal government, through what he did with the government. And my mother is stealing it from me. My mother, my brother, Jody. I think my Aunt Barbara may even have something to do with this. My Aunt Barbara had something to do with the inheritance that was left for me when I was younger from my grandfather. I should have had something come to me from my grandpa when I was younger as well, but that was taken from me. And I believe that was the house that was taken from me. They sold the house that was supposed to be mine in Leadville. So it looks like I'm going to be making a journey to Leadville here pretty soon, and taking with me the results of my drug test and my background check, and showing my face in the courthouse of Lake County. Looks like that's where I'll be headed, because I believe that's where the holdup is. That's the judge that's holding things up. That's also the same judge that had stuff to do with my house being taken from me as a child, because I never signed away anything. I never signed away my rights. I never said I would sell my house or whatever. And I know my grandfather left me something, because my grandfather and I were like this. My grandfather and I were so very, very close, and I know he loved me so much. I know that he did. And I know that he would have wanted to take care of me. And I know innately, I know that grandpa is and was trying to take care of me. And in the true form of my mother, the criminal that she is, she's frauding the federal government. She's signing paperwork. She's whiting stuff out on paperwork, taking my name off of information, signing my name on other information. My mom is a criminal. My mother is a criminal. She's a murderer. I know that there are people out there that can't possibly believe that that's true, but believe me, it's true. There are other people in my family that know that my mother killed people when she was a nurse, not a nurse. What did they call CNAs back in the day? They weren't called CNAs. They were called something else, and I can't remember what the name of that is that they used to be called. But her and my dad both were that CNA type person back in the day. She and my Aunt Olive murdered people, murdered elderly people for money. And I believe that she's still doing it. I believe that she gets into relationships with people, these men online or whatever, and then she meets with them and they have this relationship, and then I think she kills people for money. I truly do, with all my heart. I believe that. My mother is evil. Absolutely, positively, 100%, without a doubt, evil and not okay upstairs. You have to be not okay upstairs to do the things that she's done. And like I said, there are other people in my family that know that my mother killed people. My cousin Roger is, his mom was my Aunt Olive, who was with mom when she was murdering these people, who they cahooted together to kill elderly people. I have other family members who are still alive that know that my mother killed people because she said it with her own two lips. She told people with her own two lips that she did this stuff. She told me. She told me. And she told others. She's not a very good person. I've always been her power supply, using me as her scapegoat, to do awful things, and then blame me. She needs my energy because, like I was saying the other day or yesterday about the whole energy harvesting thing. When you are as dark and as evil as somebody like my mother, you are incapable of manifesting anything on your own. So you have to find somebody who has high energy. And then they suck that high energy and they use it for their own good, for their manifestations. I know that my mother never loved me. I know that she never wanted me. I never felt love from her. I never felt loved by her. I knew my mom hated me from the beginning. It was obvious to me that I was not loved. It was obvious to me that she didn't want anything to do with me, which is crazy to me. I mean, the only reason that she wanted to keep me around, the only reason that I was kept around was because I have the energy that I have, and it kept her able to manifest off of me through selling me to the highest bidder. My mother made money off of me. Pedophiles paid her for me. My mother literally sold me. And God only knows what else that she's done that I'm unaware of. But I know there are a lot of instances and a lot of situations and a lot of things in my life that never made any sense to me, that just absolutely blew my mind at the time things were happening. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't understand it. I just didn't understand why. Why do these things keep happening to me? It was because of my mother. She made them happen to me. It was because of her that those things were happening to me. She either paid people to do it or they paid her to do it. However you want to look at it, because it went both ways. And that was my life. And I don't care how many times she looked me in my eye and tried to tell me she loved me. I know better. I know better. I know she didn't love me. 100% absolute, 100% know that woman never loved me. So now that it's out there that my mother is frauding the federal government, and that there are so many people involved in this, my brother, my sister Jody, Misty, who I don't even really know if she's my sister or not, because she doesn't verify as even being the name that she gave me. So I don't really even know what that's all about. My daughter, I mean, there are so many people involved in this, and we're talking federal charges. Federal charges are coming for these people. We're not talking slap on the wrist, you're a bad girl, you shouldn't have done those things. Nope, we're talking federal charges. And don't you dare come asking me for any kind of mercy. Don't you dare come to me asking me to bail you out. You all wanted me dead. You all wanted me gone so that you could have money. I mean absolutely nothing to any of you. So if you think for 1 second that you're going to come to me and be like, oh, please have mercy. Please have mercy. You're such a good person and God loves you and you need to have mercy. You know what? Your karma is your karma. It has nothing to do with me. And I will not stand in the way of your karma, because if I stand in the way of what you got coming for you, then it affects me. And I am finally, for the first time in my life, karma free, and I will not, absolutely will not take on any karma for any one of you that has anything to do with any of this. You will reap what you have sown, and that is a fact. So don't you come crying to me, because it's going to fall on deaf ears, because I've got nothing to say to any of you that are involved in this. Shame all over every single one of you. Shame on you. You get what you get. And you're going to throw a fit, but you're still going to get what you get. All right. So I mean, this is all really heavy crap. I mean, it really is what I'm going through, and everything that's been happening to me, and the fact that my own family wants me gone. And, I mean, it's been really heavy crap. But, I have Father God, and I have my ancestors, and Jesus is my best friend. I couldn't have made it through this without my spirit team. Honestly, I don't know. I just couldn't have. My spirit team is amazing. My Heavenly Father, my brother Christ, my ancestors, my spirit guides, even my spirit animals. I mean, I'm seriously surrounded by a team of spirit guides that are watching over me. I couldn't do it. Honestly, I couldn't do it without them. And I love them. I love you all. I love you all so much. I've always had a very soft spot in my heart for homeless people. these people that are working against me have tried to make me homeless. They've done their best to make me homeless. Um, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't have a home. I still have a roof over my head, obviously. I still have my vehicle, obviously. But, as far as having a home of my own, I have one. It's been taken from me, just like everything else and has been taken from me. If this isn't on my own doing that I'm in the situation that I'm in, because I'm a very responsible person. I pay my bills. I go to work. I do my thing. I'm a good girl. I don't get into trouble. I stay on the right side of the law because I have a lot of respect for law. I have a lot of respect for the rules. I'm a rule following kind of person. And I have to be, because I'll tell you what, if there's any one person that's there could be a group of 50 people doing the same thing, the same wrong thing, and I guarantee you that I would be the one out of that 50 that would get caught for it. I guarantee you, because that has been my experience in life, is that when there are a group of people doing something, I'm the one that seems to get caught doing it. So I just don't. I stay good. I follow the rules. When I was young, I smoked pot. That was against the law, but I was young, and now it's legal. So, whatever. But I don't smoke pot because I realized recently that it hinders my gift. It's not something that I need. I don't need it anymore. I used to need it to run away. I used to smoke pot to forget, to try to numb or alleviate the pressure, everything that was happening to me. Hell, smoking pot is minimal compared to what I could have done. But anyways, back to what I was trying to say. Every single person on the face of this earth has a purpose. There is no one person on this earth that is more important than another person. There is not. It doesn't matter if you're the president of the United States, the Pope of the world. It doesn't matter if you are a school teacher. It doesn't matter if you're homeless. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone is important. And every single person has a purpose, whatever that purpose may be. And it's not for you or me or for anybody else to decide what that purpose is, or whether or not their purpose is worthy of something or not worthy of something. It's not for us to decide. What it is for us is to encourage a person to follow their purpose. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to condemn. We're not supposed to criticize. We're not supposed to say, oh, that'll never happen. What are you thinking? How's that going to happen? That's not for us. If we know somebody has this dream that seems huge, it's not for me or you to sit there and say, wow, how are you ever going to do that? I don't see that happening. Come on, dude. Be realistic. Nope, that's not for us to do. Nope, sure isn't. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to say, wow, that's amazing, dude. I hope you get there. And if there's anything that I can do to help you get there, you let me know. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to encourage, and we're supposed to be helpful. And if there isn't anything that we can do to help that person, then we sure as heck shouldn't try to hinder them. We shouldn't discourage them. We shouldn't talk down about what they're trying to accomplish. We should only do one thing, and that is encourage another human being to follow their dreams. That's our job. That's what we owe each other. Love, care, concern. And if you can't help somebody, then at least don't harm them. Love each other. It's important. We need to love each other. Encourage each other. Total strangers, family members, it doesn't matter. Encourage. She's chatty. I'm trying to keep her from getting to the point where she's going to start screaming, because when she starts chatting like this, it usually escalates into something much, much bigger. Which y'all know, you've heard her. All right, y'all. I think that's all I'm going to say for right now. I think that's a pretty big mouthful. So I guess I'll be making a trip to Leadville here pretty soon. Get this ball rolling in the right direction instead of in the wrong direction. Yep, my movement is picking up momentum. And there should be a lot of people really afraid right now. A lot of people. All right, y'all. Love each other. Love yourselves. Oh, I forgot my ring. Oh, that's okay. You can see the others. You can see the other ones I got on here. See? The reason I do that is because there's somebody that's trying to play like they're me using fake accounts, saying that they're me. And I showed that ring and told everybody that if they don't see this ring on my hand, hang on, I'm going to grab it. If they don't see this ring on my hand when somebody's trying to do tarot card readings or something along those lines, if you don't see that ring, then you know it's not me. That ring right there. Yep. If you don't see that ring when somebody's doing a reading saying that they're me, it's not me. Just be aware that there are people out there and they're using many different accounts. It's not just one account. They're using several different accounts with pictures of me saying that they're me. The only platforms that I'm on is this. I have Facebook. My Instagram is being closed down, and that's all I have. That's all I have. There are no other platforms that I'm on. So if there's anybody with my name, Linda Stapleton, on any other platform where you can't see my face, if you don't see my face and it has my name attached to it, it is not me. It's not me. Just be aware. Because they're trying to diminish me and my gifts. And they're trying to make me look bad. So, with that being said, if you don't see my face, it's not me. And if you don't see this ring, it's not me. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. I love you. Love each other. Love yourselves. I love you. And I'll catch you later. Have a great day.